What's good, everybody? Morning coffee is back. Only for a brief period today, though. Had to come out and come by the waterfront because I haven't been out here in about a week or so. Hopefully everybody's having a good Saturday morning. It's beautiful out here. Look at that. You can see that behind me. Let's see. Nothing really to talk about today. I just miss my peoples. That's all. Oh man. I've completed the transition though to a fully mobile production. Getting rid of most of the in-studio gear. Not providing services for anybody anymore. I just don't have the patience. I don't have the patience. I don't have the desire to do work for anybody. You know what I'm saying? So that's just the way it is, unfortunately. Sometimes we get to a point where we have the been there, done that attitude, and that's where I'm at now. And it's mainly because now it's too easy. It really is too easy. I mean, I have people that want me to help them with producing podcasts. And first of all, let me say this. I'm not that great at it myself. I mean, as far as the what gear to choose and all of that, and how to stream, yeah, I know how to do all that, but I'm not what I used to be, not even close as far as what I did in the music industry, and I don't have the desire for any of that anymore either. I just don't. Not motivated at all. Hold on, let me grab my coffee. There are a lot of tourists out here today, and they're just aggravating as hell. But in any case, I don't have the energy anymore, to produce for other people. Don't have the desire. It doesn't make me excited. Doesn't make me happy at all. So I'm not doing it anymore. I'm gonna do what I do for me, and people are just gonna have to understand that. So if you were thinking about calling me and saying, "Hey Ken, man, I got this project, this, that, or the other," moving forward, it's a hard no. Not interested. Not interested anymore. There's a couple of manatees out here today. I haven't seen them in a while. And then all the tourists scared them away with all the noise they were making. So they just dive under and not be seen. You see, there's the Manatee Center behind me. I guess y'all can see that. But in any case, yeah, I'm not doing production work, for others anymore. Just don't have it in me. So that's that. I am, though, however, planning on a couple of events that are coming up, and we're planning on being there to cover those events for Crazy Baby TV World. I do have my chops together, to be able to go out and see some things and do some things in respects to that. But not looking for any collaborations, y'all. I'm not interested in your projects anymore. There were several that I, was kind of semi-committed to working on, but don't expect me to call y'all back, because I'm not doing it. Just not doing it. You want to do your own thing? The best advice I can give is to grab a phone, turn on the camera, and start streaming. It's really that simple now. So don't expect too much more from me as far as assistance. And some people might say, Ken, that's kind of fucked up, and this and that, and you should share your knowledge, you should share your experience. No, I should not, unless I choose to. And I'm tired, so I don't want to. Not anymore. So that's just the way it is, and whoever don't like it, you know what you can do. Plain and simple. I'm not mad at anybody. I'm just tired. I'm just really tired. And I know a lot of you out there tired of things that y'all were doing, or things that you're still doing. Everybody gets to a point where they just don't want to do anything anymore. So time to make some changes, go in different directions. And that's where I'm at. So that's the end. No more babbling about that. Anyway, Donald Trump and company are in full form still. Looks like Kristi Noem might be the first one to get thrown under the bus from the Trump administration. She's doing everything she can now to save her job, which she shouldn't even have the fucking job in the first place. She was not qualified from day one. So, but we all know that, she sucked so hard on Donald Trump's cucumber at one time that he couldn't help but give her the fucking job. Same with Pam Bondi. She's another one who needs to go. And I'm predicting Pam Bondi is going to lose her law license within a year. She's going to jail. She's probably going to be one of the first ones to actually go to jail for her crimes. Don't expect Trump to ever get locked up, unless the Democrats get such a big majority in the midterms that they can turn around a lot of the bullshit that Trump has put in place. Because it's gonna take a massive effort, because the Supreme Court needs to be restructured. The entire federal judiciary needs to be restructured. Congress itself needs to be restructured. There needs to be term limits. There needs to be accountability for all the lawbreakers, no matter what level of government they're in. This policy of not prosecuting sitting presidents, that needs to go away. Why is it that a sitting president can't be prosecuted? Does that even make sense? It doesn't make sense to me. I don't give a shit what your position is. If you break the law, you should be held accountable. Plain and simple. Especially at the presidential level, he's supposed to be the top guy, setting the example for law and order, in this country. And so if we can't hold him accountable, how the hell are you going to try to hold anybody else accountable for what they do? Don't come hollering at me. Hell, the president is breaking the law every day, but you're going to get on me for petty crimes? Seriously? I don't want to hear it anymore. I'm so sick of that shit, I don't know what to do. But think about it. It's a fact. If we can't hold the president accountable, how's the federal government going to enforce laws against us, we the people? You know what I mean? It's we the people that he works for, or supposed to, So think about that shit. Does it make sense that we can't lock that motherfucker up? I think he should be the first one to go to jail, honestly, for the crimes committed. He's the one setting the agenda for crimes to be committed. Oh, there's another manatee out there. Oh, he's way out. That sucker is huge, too. But in any case, yeah, the president is the one setting the agenda for the criminal activity that's going on now. But we can't hold him accountable? I'll never understand that. And the fact that it was a DOJ memo that determined that sitting presidents would not be prosecuted. There's nothing in the law that says a president can't be prosecuted. Well, there is now, because the Supreme Court basically allowed Donald Trump to make himself untouchable, unprosecutable, immune to everything at this point. And those are some of the things that needs to be changed in our government. It needs to be cleaned up from the bottom up, from the rooter to the tutor, as they would say. But in any case, a lot needs to be done. Is it going to change? Probably not. We got so many scandals, so many distractions going on now that it's just going to keep everybody talking and fighting and arguing for decades while nothing gets settled. The Epstein files. I'm hearing talk that the reason they're going so hard at protecting the perpetrators is that it would quite literally tear down the global economy. And in my opinion, if that's the case, then fuck it. The global economy needs to be redone anyway. It's fucked up. We got so many people in this world suffering, that can barely make ends meet, with a few billionaires at the top, still prospering, still increasing their profits and increasing their wealth, while the majority of the people in the world are going the opposite direction, going down. It's eventually going to reach a breaking point, where people are going to say, you know what, fuck it. And anarchy may prevail. I hope y'all are prepared for that. I hope y'all are prepared for what may come, because it's going to get a lot worse before it gets better. And if you don't believe that or don't think that, then you're probably part of the problem. Because shit always collapses before it can reset. It has to totally collapse before it can reset. So, regardless of what we do, we're going to have to burn the whole house down before we can rebuild. Fuck remodeling. We need to rebuild from the ground up. And that's what we're facing. That's exactly what we're facing in this country. So, get ready, y'all. Get ready. I've been to the mountaintop. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we're going to make it to the promised land, but I might not make it there with you. But y'all got to stay focused, and understand that there's gonna be a lot of pain and a lot of hurt before this world gets to where it should be. There shouldn't be just one great country. It should be a great world. You know what I mean? Let's make the world great. Fuck making America great. Let's make the world great for everyone, because everyone has to live in it. All of us. We're here. There ain't nowhere else to go. We're not going to Mars. We're not going to the moon. We ain't going anywhere else ever in any of our lifetimes. Not even probably the next 100 generations are going to be able to go to another planet, So, listen, man. They always say you can dream, but in terms of the universe, it is what it is. This blue marble that we're floating around on right now is it. This is home for everybody that you ever know, ever will know, ever have known. For everybody. There ain't no place else. And one day this shit's gonna be gone. One day Earth is gonna be out of here. This entire solar system is gonna be out of here, but not hopefully anytime soon. So while we're here, we need to make the best that we can make it. We need to do everything we can to live enjoyable, prosperous, stress-free, drama-free lives. Because y'all out here wilding out. Got people suffering for no damn reason. Because there's more than enough in this world for everybody to be able to live very well. Earth provides everything we need. But eventually, it's going to come to an end like everything else. So why the fuck are we working so hard to continue to destroy what we got here? Why? Does that make any sense? I don't know. I'm just blowing hot air. I know ain't nobody listening. I know a lot of you out there don't give a fuck. You're figuring, hey, you got what you got. You're where you're at in life. And I get it. I get it. But it's just a damn shame because it could be so much better for everybody. It really can. All right. So that's all I got to say today. I'm just blowing, like I said, I'm just blowing some hot air, talking shit as I usually do because I don't sell shit. I'm your man's Ken Jackson. This has been Ken Jackson's Morning Coffee. I'll catch y'all next time. Peace. I'm out.